Okay, beautifuls. Just checking that we are live before I get started. Good. Yay! Okay, perfect. Okay. Hello, beautiful, 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 gorgeous, radiant, high value woman. I'm so excited to be here with you today to start off our 3 days of high value activations. Okay, I've been super hyping myself up for this for the past week now because I really wanted to step into this space with as much energy as I could gather because I want to really get this transmission across to you over the next few days. And that's going to take just a lot of excitement, a lot of passion, a lot of inspiration, because that's ultimately what I want to give you over the next few days. I want to give you that passion. I want to give you that excitement to help you to raise your vibration, to take yourself to the next level in your brand, in your business, in your life, in your relationships, whatever it may be. I want to take you to the next level and show you how you can easily do this for yourself going forward. Okay, so if you are joining us live today, please say hello in the comments below. Let us know where you're watching from. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're watching the replay, make sure to comment replay so we can follow along with you when you're watching. And thank you so much for tuning in today. As I say, I'm just over the moon excited to be here. And I want to just jump straight in today because my plan is to keep these videos really fast paced and easy to digest so that this can be a really good boost of inspiration and energy that you can take into your day and not too long and drawn out. Okay, so every day for the next 3 days, I'm going to be sharing with you one high value activation. Okay, so this is going to include a seed thought, then a shift in perspective, and then an action for you to take to integrate this new awareness. Okay, so these three elements, when used together, are used to raise your vibration into a higher and more expanded state of awareness so that you can start to see and feel more passion, more profit, and more purpose for your life and your business. Okay, yay. So let me start by just explaining a little bit further about what your vibration is for anybody who may not already know this. Okay, so to put it quite simply, everything in the universe has two different aspects to it, right? So it has a physical aspect and an energetic aspect, okay? A physical aspect and an energetic resonance. And the energetic resonance is what always will influence the physical appearance of the object, okay? So now let's relate this to us as humans, right? Our physical bodies are our physical appearance, but then we also have an energetic body, okay? So our vibration as human beings is our energetic resonance. Just like everything in the universe has a physical appearance and an energetic resonance, we have a physical appearance and an energetic resonance, okay? So our energy body surrounds our physical body at all times and actually influences our physical body. Okay, so when we're wanting to raise our vibration, we want to affect our energetic resonance so that that can affect our physical body. All right, so our energetic body can either be super light and free flowing and moving. And when it's in that state, then we relate that to having a high vibration. All right. And although we can't always see our energetic body, as I said before, this influences our physical body. So, what this will look like in our physical bodies is that if we have a high vibration, then that will translate in our bodies as good health, a lot of energy. Typically we'll get a lot more done, we'll have a lot more inspiration. And so, do you see how over the next few days, it's going to be so important to tune into your energy, to tune into your energetic vibration, because that's what we want to affect, so that that can then affect the rest of our lives. All right, so that's what it looks like to have a high vibration. Now, on the other hand, someone with a dense and stagnant energy body would typically have a lower vibration. Okay, so what this would look like in your physical body is it will usually manifest as illness or being tired or confusion or fear or frustration. Okay, so these are typically lower vibrational energies that get stuck in our energy field. Okay, so let me know if this is all making sense to you, just to make sure that everybody is on the same page, that we're being super clear, because this is really important to understand and to grasp. If you ever want to affect your energy and your what you are manifesting externally, what your life looks like externally, we have to first address our energy body. Okay, so to sum it all up, what you really need to know, what you need to take from this, what's really important for you to consider, is that your energetic body and resonance needs as much care and attention as your physical body. Okay, so we are taught all the ways to keep our physical bodies in health, right? So we taught we must eat properly and make sure we get in all of our vitamins and our minerals and rest and all of that. But how often are we taught how to look after our energy? Okay, if you think about it, in school we have a whole class dedicated to our physical health. We have PE or PT, whatever. But do we have a class that's dedicated to our energy body, to maintaining the health of our energy body? Because we cannot abandon that. Because in the end of the day, they're both working together, right? They're both working together to make us who we are, and they will influence one another. So um, let's focus now on how can we increase our vibration? How can we take care of our energy body? How can we level up there and make sure that our energy is in the right place, so that that can influence our life? Well, our energy body is influenced by three main things. Okay, now this is really important for you to remember, because this is, as I say, the foundation. This is the methodology that you're going to use every time you want to raise your vibration. I want you to take into consideration three things. Okay, number one, your thoughts. Okay, number two, your feelings, and number three, your actions. Now, these three things all work together, because essentially our thoughts will influence our feelings, and our feelings will influence our actions. So it's like a chain reaction. When we have positive thoughts, when we have good thoughts, then that gives us good feelings. It makes us excited. And from that excitement, we then take action on that, right? So then we're taking action from those good thoughts and those feelings, and we're creating something good in our lives, right? Whereas on the other spectrum, when we have negative thoughts, when we're always focusing on the bad things, then that brings us down. It makes us depressed, it makes us lethargic, whatever that may be. And then our actions are influenced by that. So our actions then become meaningless, and we kind of feel like, what's the point? And we don't go out and we don't do anything. So basically, we want to address these three simple things to make huge, huge, huge changes in our lives. And without these three things working together, we won't be able to change our vibrational state. Okay. So let me give you a real world example, because I've seen this play out in many different ways, in my own life. But here's a really clear example of what I mean. Okay. My grandmother got remarried after my grandfather died, to a man who was 15 years older than her. Okay, so he's a lot older than her. He's currently in his 90s. Okay, but this man has probably the most beautiful, beautiful outlook on life. He's always smiling. He's always making the most out of life. He literally spends his life moving from his bedroom to the lounge to watch TV, to eat his meals, and to sleep. And that's his life. But he loves his life. He's always smiling. He's looking out the window, looking at the birds. He has short little conversations. And, he's not in his 90s and he's in really perfectly good health. Okay. Now, he has had a few bad falls over the last few years because he's obviously becoming a little bit disorientated. His balance isn't as good. But that does not get him down, you know. I asked him the other day, he had a fall the other day. He cut his arm. I said, "How are you doing?" He said, "I'm doing really good." I'm doing really good despite the circumstances. And just his outlook on life is so positive and so impactful to his health and to his well-being that his body heals faster because of it. That he enjoys life every single day. Okay. Now, on the other hand, I had my dad's aunt, who I grew up with in my life. She was, for as long as I could remember, she was sickly and she just wanted to die. I remember from my childhood her just always saying over and over and over again, "I just want to die, I just want to die, I just want to die." And she was only in her 70s when she died. But every single day that she lived, she just wanted to die. And so her life was hard. It was, she would get sick a lot easier. She would struggle. She would suffer. Every single day was a battle for her. She spent her life in her bed on some or other medication, just trying to get through another day. And that really deeply impacted her life and her quality of life. Okay, so do you see the distinct difference between somebody who has a really positive outlook and somebody who has a really negative outlook? um, there's a difference in their reality that they create for themselves, right? Now, I just want to preface that I'm not sharing this with the intention to share and spread toxic positivity, okay? Because I do not believe in toxic positivity. I believe that, bad things happen sometimes, and we need to acknowledge that. We need to honor that. It's totally okay to grieve, to be sad, to honor our feelings and our emotions in their fullest range of expression. Okay, in fact, it's really good for our health to do that. But it's more about the general idea, the general energy that we bring behind things. Because sometimes we need to get through the grief to get somewhere else, to get to a higher state of consciousness, right? But hear what I said there. You need to get through it, okay? You don't stay stuck there. Now, when we have a heavy and dense vibration, it's because we've got stuck there. We've got stuck in those lower vibrational energies. Whereas sometimes we can grieve, we can get it out, we can feel that emotion, we can honor it, we can release it, so that creates more space for us to create more energy, and actually that in turn raises our vibration. All right, so I'm not spreading toxic positivity, and you don't have to beat yourself up every time you do something wrong. Just be aware. Am I focusing on the story, or am I using this to my advantage? Okay, so the reason I am giving this to you is with the purpose of teaching you a tried, tested, and proven methodology to raise your vibration and get into alignment with your dreams again. Okay, this is proven. I've used this understanding in many, many, many different ways in my life. And literally because of the simple understanding, simple understanding of my thoughts, my feelings, and my actions affect my vibration. I have manifested almost 10,000 Rand in one day because of this simple understanding. Okay, I've made quantum leaps in my business, and I have exponentially expanded my capacity to dream big for my life. All because of that understanding of my thoughts, my feelings, and my actions affect my vibration, and my vibration affects my reality, affects my physical body. Okay, so That's what I want to gift you with over the next 3 days so that you can feel more inspired, so that you can start making more money, so that you can take your brand and your business to the next level energetically in order to be and do more than you ever have before. All right? It's all about your mindset. Okay, so let's get started. Here is your seed thought for day number one. Okay, your seed thought for day number one is people need you exactly where you are right now. Let me say that again. People need you exactly where you are right now. Okay, how does it feel to hear that? Let me know how you feel when you hear that. People need you exactly where you are right now. Okay, because what this means is that there's no need to wait any longer before you put yourself out there and do what you've been waiting to do. Okay, you don't need just one more qualification or one more experience or one more confirmation. Who you are right now is enough. In fact, you are more than enough. And the work that you have already put into the experience that you are creating for yourself, the work that you've already done, the qualifications that you've already gained, everything that you've really already done up until now is proof that you are exactly where you need to be. Hello, beautiful Issa. Oh, I'm only seeing your comments now. Yay, thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, so who you are right now is enough. You are more than enough. All right, so instead of waiting for those qualifications, instead of waiting to, for that extra confirmation, we need to be okay with starting where we are right now. Okay, we need to start where we are right now, because where we are right now is exactly where we need to be. And even though that may be imperfect, even though that may be, a little bit behind somebody else, even though that may be, without a qualification or a certification, we have the ability to change people's lives and affect lives even where we are. Even if you are just 1 week ahead of somebody else in knowledge or understanding or in embodiment, you can hugely impact their lives. You really can. So we need to get rid of this notion that we need to first achieve the success or the qualification or whatever that may be for you. We need to first be there before we take the bold move, before we step out, before we start showing ourselves. Okay, we need to start imperfectly, because the only way we really learn and grow and evolve is by doing it. We have to go through it ourselves. Okay, you're going to learn a lot more by actually putting your knowledge and your wisdom into practice than you are by learning something new. Okay, so when you're putting yourself out there, even as an imperfect, at an imperfect place, or as an imperfect human being, or knowing that you can do more, you're learning as you go. Okay, and you're highly benefiting somebody else. So while you're highly benefiting somebody else and sharing your wisdom and your knowledge and whatever it is with them, they are actually going to be benefiting you too, because you're going to be learning and growing a lot faster while you're teaching them, in comparison to when you're learning something new, when you're reading a new book. Okay, so today I want you I want you to take the idea that your level of success or qualification has to look a certain way, and I want you to throw it out the damn window. Okay, say goodbye to comparing yourself to anybody else or waiting to meet your own standards before you get started on something, because frankly, that's absolute bullshit. Okay, the biggest thing that stops our growth is comparison and copycat culture. Okay, because we often tend to look at someone else who we perceive as successful, and we try and emulate them because we think that that's what's going to make us successful. But there's two things that are really, 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 really wrong with that. Okay, number one is that we completely bypass all of the hard work, the effort, the sleepless nights, the hustling that that person had to go through to get to where they are. Okay, we paint a really perfect picture of, in our minds of how they got so lucky and how, they just landed there overnight and how they're making millions because they just inherited that, you know. But that's not true. We bypass the fact that that person also started somewhere. That person also started from ground zero. They also had to work their way up. They also had to go through the challenges and put themselves out there and allow themselves to be seen even when they were afraid to be seen. Okay, so that's the first thing that's really wrong with that comparison and copycat culture. Okay, number two is that we try so hard to be somebody else that we lose ourselves and we lose our own unique essence. And your essence is your medicine. Your essence is what's going to make you successful. Okay? We think that if we copy somebody else and do exactly what they're doing, that's going to make us successful. But no. What makes us successful is by finding who we are and being 100% that. Okay? Yes, other people can inspire us. They can show us new ideas. They can give us, a better awareness of, wow, okay, I can take myself to the next level by maybe increasing the quality of my videos or maybe creating some better designs for my marketing or whatever, We can use other people as inspiration, but the problem comes where we try and be them instead of trying hard to be ourselves and just be authentically ourselves and just show up exactly where we are, okay? Because that's the only way that we climb the ladder to our own success. Because what happens is when we try and copy other people is that we copy them for a while, and I say this because I've done it, okay? I'm speaking from experience. I've also tried in the past to build my success based on what I saw in somebody else or in other people. But the only time I really truly found success in my life and in my business was when I focused on my individuality, when I focused on what makes me unique. What do I have to share with the world? What am I passionate about? Because my whole life has been an accumulation of events and circumstances and situations and learnings and teachings and understandings that have taken me to a point where I have something unique to share with people. Okay? And it's like that for every single one of us. We each have something so unique. So when we hone in on that, when we focus on that, that's where our success comes from. Okay? So there's so much magic in finding yourself and being comfortable with starting from the bottom. We seriously need to learn how to enjoy the journey more than the destination. Okay? More than actually being in that success, we need to learn how to enjoy every single step along the way. In my program, in my High Value Woman program, I'm working with an amazing group of women. And the biggest thing that's come through that I've been just so passionate about helping these women to understand is how to actually celebrate their failures. Like, it seems so mind-blowing to think, like, celebrate my failures? What? But understand that when you can get so comfortable in your failure, when you can get so excited about your failure, not because you're failing, but because you're actually putting yourself out there and you're trying and you're doing the thing, whereas 90% of people aren't even brave enough to do that. When you can celebrate that about yourself, be like, hell yeah, I did something, I messed it up, but you know what? I learned something so amazing out of it. Okay? When you can learn that, oh my gosh, the amount of energy that is going to come through you, that's going to come through your brand, that's going to come through your message, is going to blow your mind. Okay? Because we need to focus on enjoying where we are right now and enjoying those bold moves that we take. Enjoying following the pulling of our heart, that direction that only we know to go in. Okay? Because that will never, ever, 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 ever lead us in the wrong way. Okay? Even when we fail, I promise you, you're still in the right place. You're still doing the right thing, even when you're failing. Okay? Remember that We only fail when we give up. So if we are determined to make something happen and go after that without any regard for what we perceive as failure, you will eventually succeed. You will. Okay? This is a promise that I'm making to you. You will succeed. It may take you days or months or even years, but you will get there. Okay? So don't forget, people need you exactly where you are right now. Okay, so now that I've given you your seed thought for the day and taken you into this new perspective, before I end, I want to give you an action to begin integrating this new understanding, okay? Because remember that your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions affect your vibration. Your vibration affects your reality. So if we want to change our reality, we need to change our thoughts, our feelings, and our actions. Okay, so our new thought is people need me exactly where I am right now. People will benefit from having me stepping up, sharing what I have to share, even if I'm imperfect, okay? And that creates a new feeling of, oh, I actually don't need to try to be perfect anymore. I'm allowed to start right now, right where I am, and I'm allowed to learn along the way, okay? And so the action that I want to give you today is I want you to think about something that you've really been wanting to do, something that you've been waiting for but haven't quite felt ready for. And I want you today to sit down and put together a plan of how you can start doing that thing right now. Okay? Stop looking at the excuses, stop looking at why you're not ready, and actually just honor that exactly where you are right now. You are ready for this. You have the capacity to do this in some or other way. And I want you to put together a plan of how you can start that right now. Okay? In fact, start it right now. Get started. Start offering it this week, whatever that may be. Whether it's a product, whether it's an offering, whether it's a program, whatever it may be, where can you start right now? And you might only be starting this at 10% of the capacity that you want to be starting it at one day, okay? So you may you may have this dream that you want to launch an online program, but right now you feel like where you can step forward today and start offering it is just a free webinar or a 3-day course or whatever that may be, okay? But just start somewhere. I want you to really focus on where can you start right now, okay? And then I want you to email that to me or put it in the comments or send me a message or book in a free call with me, whatever you want to do. Send that to me because I want to help you to feel super confident to get started. Okay, this is 100% non-obligatory, like 100% free. Send me whatever you have so that I can help you to build that confidence, so that I can help you to feel ready for it right now. Because sometimes what we really need is just somebody to hold our hand, right? And to just support us and to just give us permission. Okay, so I'm giving you permission today to launch that product, to launch the program, to do whatever you need to do. I'm giving you that permission and I'm here to hold your hand. I'm here to give you the support. Okay, so reach out to me if that's what you need. Okay, beautiful. So that is it for day one. Thank you, thank you, thank you for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow for some more amazing insights and inspirations to help you increase your passion, your profit, and your purpose. But for now, just have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. And thank you so much again for tuning in. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.